in character will determine what people know about your God. Whether or not you even care about other people. Now, your stuff is nice. It glorifies God, and we're going to get into that. Now, you know, we've taught a long time in regards to we don't pursue things. You know, the prosperity message have perverted the glory of God, because sometimes people begin to think things glorify God. And things don't glorify God because there's somebody that don't love God, they got a better car than you. Come on, man. Their house is bigger than yours and all this other stuff. So we can't just use stuff, right? So it must be character to go along with the stuff. Amen. The respect you show to others that have less than you. The willingness you have to share what you have. Come on. You know, it was always, you know, we talk about this all the time. When young, you always see the sharing that took place among poor people. But it's mighty funny, they always had something to share. That's right. I know, right? But we need to elevate it. You got to go to another level in God. You hear me? Amen. You got to go to another level in God. This average living got to be over. This getting sick got to be over. And I'm going to say that again. You can't just accept sickness like it's okay. You didn't make an excuse on why you're not healed. Jesus said, by his stripes you're healed. That means healing is already here. Now you need to answer why you don't have it. Or God heals some people and some people don't. Somebody say that's a lie. Yes, it is. So God, Jesus died on the cross for everybody. You need to know your part to play. Do you hear me? Amen. Now, beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So it is not the will of God for you to be living, barely getting by. If you the head, not the tail, you got enough not just for yourself, but for somebody else. And you got to learn why you're not there. Come on now. Stop thinking a prophecy or a word from the Lord is all you need. There's action that need to support that. Yes, Lord. Now, I'm sure this next Sunday we're going to talk about this, the actions that need to be supported by every word. And you know, we already dealt with when God gives you a rhema word. Even this day, if you sit in this service and the Holy Spirit don't speak to you, you know, you don't even need to come back no more. Amen. That's how. See, when I spend time before God to get from God, and I don't preach what I know, I preach what I'm told. Amen. If I preach what I'm told and the people are not blessed, then somebody lying. Amen. That's right. Come on now. Right. Come on. All right. So there got to be a word that pushes you, not sometime every now and then, and you're not running around trying to get somebody to talk about what the Bible already told you. Right. About some God wants you to have. And we already know that. Right. I didn't even know why they didn't because people sit on their rusty dusty, waiting for God to knock at the door, and God said, I ain't coming to your house like that. No. Right. I already got it for you. You got to come up the par and you got to receive it. Amen. Lazy people don't walk in wealth. Amen. You hear me? Amen. Welfare mentality people don't walk in wealth. Amen. You hear me? Amen. Amen. I had to take one of my trucks into the dealership, and it was there, and the men were talking, and they were talking about Trump and different things like that. And one man said, you know, he said, listen, he says, I don't think Trump is a racist. He said, but you have to understand. He said, in the 80s, if you had black people living in a luxury establishment, it brought the value down. And they just kept going on black. And then I told myself, listen, I'm of a different mindset. I said, one, you'll never catch me marching to eat somewhere where nobody wants to feed me. Right. Right. You'll never catch me marching, no protesting, to live somewhere you don't want me to live. That's right. Right. If that's your chair, you have a right to tell me you don't want me in your chair. That's right. Right. But don't try to stop me from getting my own chair. Right. Right. You understand? I think it's time that the people of God start living a life that we got to stop begging and looking for handouts. That's right. That's right. Looking for some free money. Get that garbage off your mind. All right? Just get rich quick garbage. Get that stuff off your mind. You get one person, they gonna get one person, they gonna get. Stop that foolishness. Right. I know some of y'all look like you done got one person already. Let's get into this. God gonna bless you. I want to talk to my youth, and things got a little crazy this morning at Amazon, and I was headed to Dover, Delaware, at almost 5 o'clock, and the press starts at 8 o'clock, and you know, we was doing what we had to do. You understand? To get here, we called and tried to get somebody here to get in place by 8 o'clock. And I started thinking about that. You know, if fire was to fall today, you know, we be praying for God to do something supernatural. If fire fall today, and Eubanks was doing the prayer, he was swear at him. He was the only time Pastor been praying, ain't nothing fell. The day I pray. That sounds good. Now we need a new roof. You know, the story is told that when Jesus got that donkey from the gate, that at the end of the day, the donkey went into the stable. He said, man, you should have saw all the people cheering for me. And they treated me like I was God. I said, really? Yeah. And the donkey never gave no consideration to the ride. They just that's a special type of donkey. You know what we call that donkey, right? Let's get into this. Today I'm going to talk to my youth about what really matters. What really matters. Now, here's some stuff God gave me. The Holy Spirit gave me these things. I'm going to give them to you. When you get a word from the Lord, you have to receive that word. You can't receive that word by meditation. Meditation is a word you already have, and you are now trying to get it to produce in your life. But to receive a word, you got to touch it. Amen. You say amen. There's some indication publicly, I received that word from me. Do you hear what I'm saying? So there are some things you hear, and you don't need to be in church, and you say amen. You know, people be talking to me sometimes, they say, man, I'm telling you, man, we got these contracts. He said, man, we going to make tons of money. I say, amen, I know it. The Lord is with you, brother. The Lord is with you. And you got to learn that I can't stay quiet when I believe God talking to Jesus. Yes, Lord. It's rude not to respond when someone's talking to you. That's true. So when God gives you a word, I need you to receive it. There are things the world have pushed on us to believe that we got to start rejecting. They call it success. And God said that may not be the success He wants for you. So you got to hear God. Now, it don't matter where you come from. Only thing that matters is where you're going. Do you hear me? It don't matter what people know about you, what you've done. You got to be concerned about your destiny, your future, and how you want to represent the kingdom of God. The worst thing that can ever happen to you, and this is, now it is what it is, a lot of children don't stay in church because they have not seen God manifest in their home while they were children. Right. That's true. Come on, you ain't got to say amen to that because it punched you. Right? I saw mama go to church. I saw mama giving her money, frying that chicken. I saw it, wasn't nobody doing good but Red. Red was the only one doing good. And the rest of us sit around here getting clothes, hand-me-down clothes, you know, from the Who's Who Club of the church. And then when you don't see manifestation, you be thinking about what I'm going for. Right. This lets you know, now some of y'all have been living all your life and never really seen God move, but you hear. That's because the Bible says you didn't choose God, God chose you. Somebody say thank you. We're going to try that again. All right, let's get ready to throw some people out. All right? Now, I said the only reason you didn't see God move, but there's been a connection all your life between you and God. And the only reason you get ahead is because you didn't choose God. God told you. Say amen. So when God chose you, He had something in mind. Talking to a man, and he said, Doc, I was listening to you, something I was doing or something, and he said, man, he said, Doc, you got to let me do the singing. He said, you do the preaching. I told him we sing to two different audiences. You sing to people. I sing to God. See, good singing has absolutely nothing to do with worship. God knows everything about you. Have it ever occurred to you God want to hear you? And He don't need to hear you from a CD. Your kitchen will do. Come on now. Your kitchen will do. Now only the worshipers can say amen. The rest of y'all ain't going to be saying because I don't know how to sing. Well, who cares about whether you know how to sing or not? Ain't nobody asked you to sell CDs. We asked you to bless God. So people say, I don't know how to sing. You'll be waiting a long time. Nobody cares about you don't know how to sing. So you sing, that's when you want to sing for people.
That's right.
You want people to pass out when you sing. Right. Maybe because of your breath, but you're singing. But you want to bless God. That's why you're singing. Why you want to get up here and hold a note for about 15 minutes? No. That ain't it. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
You want to be able to sing and bless God. I don't care about what people think. See, you too weak. You just a punk. If people don't say it's good, you say, well, I ain't going to do it then.
Right.
You know, for a long time, they told you what ugly was, and people start believing it.
That's right.
They start saying dark skin was ugly. But then we saw all these tan things popping up. Right. Spray tan on you, lay on the bed, lay on the beach. They say you're going to get cancer, but I don't care. As long as I look good. They said your lips was ugly. Now they're getting a slit over here and a slip over there and pulling some silicone in there, trying to get your lips. They used to make fun of black women in their hips and around behind. Now all of a sudden, they getting ejected and all, come on now, dying in hotels, trying to get this stuff. The world don't know what's good. Well, listen, what's up today can be down tomorrow. You can't let the world lead you. Let me get into this. This is going to bless you. I'm talking to my youth. But everybody can be blessed with them. I'm taking it bless me. Amen. So you got to know what we're going to talk about, what really matters. And this is what the Holy Spirit gave you. You need to know where you're going. And you have to have a plan to get there. Come on. Or you'll be headed nowhere fast. Come on now. You cannot be in high school. How many people in high school? I need to see this. High school. You cannot be in high school and not have an idea where you're headed. Amen. Now it's all right if you change your mind, right, but you got to have an idea where you're headed. Amen. If you don't have an idea where you're headed nowhere fast. Amen. Amen. You ever seen people that just let life take them wherever? Right now, they say, "What's your plan?" I'm just trying to get through this storm. No. You need to get yourself a sail. Come on now. And ride this storm out, headed towards your destiny. Amen. So you need to know where you're going. Everything and everyone falls in two categories. Either you matter or you don't.
That's right.
Come on. Everything and everybody falls in two categories. Either I'm better with you in my life, or you don't matter. Right. You help me to obtain my visions and my goals, or you don't matter. Now, what does it mean when I say a person don't matter? I'm not saying you're better than them. I'm not saying you don't talk to them. I'm just simply saying don't allow their opinion of you. Right. Don't allow what they say to you, whether it's offensive or otherwise, to determine how you're going to live your life. Come on. True. That's right. When you decided you're going to better your life, and there are people in your school that don't matter, meaning you do not help me to make my life better. It don't matter what you said about me in the locker room. But you can't derail your future all because somebody said you ugly. Somebody said you sleeping around. Somebody said you ain't all that. Somebody talking about your mama. Somebody said you don't know who your daddy is. Well, listen, they don't matter. If they don't matter, the words coming out their mouth don't matter. Come on now. See, the devil told us we got to bark at everything that's said to us that we don't like. Ignore it. I tell y'all all the time. Chinese people, talk to Chinese people. People from Ukraine, talk to the people from Ukraine. Japanese, talk to the Japanese. People over in different parts of Africa, they speak French. French people talk to French. Well, if everybody talk to the same people, when stupid people talk, they talking to stupid people. Why you respond? Amen. You got to be able to look at people and say, you don't matter. Amen. I don't know why she thinks she all that. She thinks they don't even matter. Well, ain't nothing worse than somebody look at you, hear you talking about this. Tell you it does something to them. Because there's a spirit in them that want a reaction from you. The reaction you're going to get ain't what you're looking for. They don't matter. So you got to know whether or not people matter. If they don't matter, then you got to stop giving value to them. If you can't decipher who is who in your life, you're bound to stumble. If you can't decipher who's who, You can't decipher who's with you, who's going to support you, who's there to elevate you. If you can't decipher that, you are going to stumble. You will hang out with the wrong people. You will be involved with the wrong things. You will start to make, the Bible says, that evil communication corrupt good manners. No matter how much good your mama put in you, there's a reason the devil got the wrong friend in your life. Because evil communication uproot everything your mama taught you. All it takes is one wrong decision and your whole life is changed. One wrong decision. And so I got to be able to decipher. And when I decipher, I put them in that category that they can qualify to come out. Now, I'm still going to be nice to you. I'm still going to respect you. I'm still going to talk to you. We can talk about the game. We can talk about clothes. We can do all that stuff. But you got to understand, if you ever backstab me by talking about me, it ain't going to matter because you don't matter. Come on. I've been to a house, and I'm telling you, they poor, they ain't got this, they ain't got that, and you gonna go, and you supposed to be my friend, and you tell everybody I ain't had no refrigerator. You tell everybody, they don't matter. Amen. People that don't matter don't get your value. Right. Stop giving value to people that don't matter. Come on. Your ex don't matter. I'm telling you some old dogs. Your ex don't matter. You're still crying about the, you never did respect me. So why? He gone. Why do he still got value over you? I'm going to leave that one alone. You got some eyes rolling and some neck popping. Your ex don't matter. It don't matter what you think about me. It don't matter. It don't matter. You still got that same ugly hairstyle. Yeah. Mimicking your mama. Don't say that. Don't say that. They say, I see you still doing it. Yeah, I'm still doing it. Yeah. That's it. Because he don't matter. When he don't matter, then you got to get to the place that I can grow and excel. I can't allow you to impact how I'm going to feel today, all because I ain't got an acceptance from you. No, the devil is a liar. Then I don't need your acceptance. I don't need your approval. You done moved on and trying to build your life in a whole other direction, yet the devil still got hooks in you from somebody from your past that don't matter, but you keep giving them value. Every time you give them value, you give them a stronger grip on your life. If there's a person you got to hear out, you let them talk, 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 let them talk. What you gonna eat for lunch? And he said, what? You know what I said? Yeah, I'm hungry, I'm thinking about food. You ain't got to respond to everybody. It's all right there. Listen, and can I tell you the truth? Here's just a fact. You can't whoop everybody. All right? So stop trying to act like you got to make everybody talk well of you. People don't have to like you. I have a right not to like you.
That's true.
So now you going to ruin your life? Your future? No, that's not what's going to happen. I got to decipher who you are. I'm going to put you in that category because you're not going to be a stumbling block to me. Your stumbling may not stop you from reaching your goal, but it sure can slow you down. It can make it more difficult. If you think I'm lying, talk to any single mother in this ministry. All right? Now, when I say single, I'm saying that they're at the point where, if not all, most of the responsibility of the children rise and fall on them. Ask them how difficult it is to try to advance. Sure, they may want a house, but when everything falls on you, every trip, every pair of sneakers, every outfit, every t-shirt, they're talking about, oh yeah, I'm in this club. You want to say, stop joining clubs. This is your last club. I got to get a t-shirt for that club, a t-shirt for this club, that club, this. I need this book. What book? Don't you go to the city school? What the heck? My teacher said, this book will help me. What, they ain't online? now your criminal mindset starts thinking, do your friend got a book? Because I can make a copy at the job. No. So people get upset quick. It'll slow you down. I'm telling you, if you start messing up, if you drop out of college, trying to get back in, and start getting back in full drop, it's going to be more difficult. You can't pick up no baggage right now. Right now, all I need is people that's going to support me. I can't give you, listen to me, boyfriends want something. Girlfriends want something. I can't afford to give you anything. I need my tank full all the time. When the 10 virgins was out there, 5 was wise and 5 was foolish. 5 of them was wise, and they not only had their lamps full, ready, waiting for the Lord to come, but they had extra oil. The other ones didn't have no extra oil. They wanted to do some other things. Let me tell you something. You can't be doing other things when you need to be focused on what's up the road for you. If you know you got a better, let me tell you something. Don't ever let the devil tell you feel like you coming up short because you ain't got something. God always gives you everything you need. God give you everything you need. So I got to be careful that I don't mess up my life thinking I got to be in a certain position, a certain place, certain time. So no. I got to stick to only people that's pouring into me. If I can stick to that rule, listen to me. Listen to me. It's all right you think you're smarter than your parents. Just don't tell them or show it until you're about 25. I got one a little bit better. Don't show it or say it until your first child is 3 years old. Then come back and tell them how dumb they are. You don't understand. You don't know. You don't, okay. I got you. See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Well, when I was younger, my grandmother was very spiritual. I told you my grandmother didn't know how to read or write, but she could read the Bible. She never messed up names like we do. Come on now. And she would read it fluently. She would read the Bible. And my grandmother would look at somebody and say, right. No, she doesn't. Now you can do what you want. Right. But me and moving in together. And go ahead. Go ahead. Go right on. See, here's what we missed. We missed the respect of those that have already traveled the road we on. Right. You're not a trailblazer. That's right. That's right. You're not the first one to travel this track. So true. So why ignore the wisdom of those that not only traveled the trail, but was dumb enough to get a ticket back to the starting line and travel it again? So now you somehow going to travel the same trail and you're going to have a better outcome. Right. Get on that. So I got to get to the place to understand. I got to be careful of those that are in my life to try to cause stumbling blocks. What are stumbling blocks? Pregnant when I'm not married. We don't preach this in the church, but baby making is for married folks. Do you hear me? I'm going to say it again. I said baby making is for married folks. All right? So if you mess up your life and get pregnant, we say, well, there ain't no mess up. Okay, go ahead then. All right? Now I'm going to say that you can take it any kind of way you want. Now, I was just out of that era when people used to be ashamed when their kids messed up. Now we in the era where they got their own Facebook and they're going to invite the church to the baby. Yeah. They say, yeah, she pregnant. I didn't know. Yeah. I want that grandma. You 23. I want that grandma. Now they excited. They ain't no shame, no nothing. They just excited to get. That's all well and done. That's all well and done. But now let me tell you this. Take it any kind of way you want. When I was coming up, you had one. Two was almost impossible because wasn't nobody there to watch the one. That's right. That's right. That's true. That's right. I know y'all like that. Y'all like that. I need a break. Oh, you get a break. Hold on. Get this here stroller. Break your butt right on down the street. Now, grandmother's 30 years old. No, they don't know nothing about no grandmama. 30, what you know? You better know nothing about being a woman. 30 years old, a 30-year-old grandma talking about, let me hold them for the summer. Now, next summer you're going to have to. Child, let me tell you something. I remember young ladies would get pregnant. Child, when they didn't have that baby, they was going to school, they was going to work. Come on now. They wasn't going to the corner store. Because you can take the baby to the corner store. I mean, oh, Jesus. So I got to make sure that I'm not involved in something that's going to mess up my life. If I am dishonoring God and sexually active, I shouldn't be stupid enough to expose myself to AIDS.
Amen. Amen.
Now people getting AIDS won't talk about that no more. Everybody think the worst thing that can happen is pregnancy is the upside of it. You could get some stuff now they don't even know what the name. They say, yeah, that's called fall off. That's what that's called fall off. Now what that mean? What that mean, Doc? I said, you'll find out in a couple of days. You'll find out. Let me leave it. Well, y'all, all right, go on. So I gotta be careful. Listen, I gotta be careful of enemies that's hiding behind the title as a friend.
Right.
Here's just the truth. You really don't know what a friend is. Because a person don't have the opportunity to prove their friendship.
True.
I was just talking to my kids yesterday. We was at about the girl having a meeting, and I said most of the friends, they'll lie for you. You know, that ain't no friend really. Right. But where they was at, they was with me. They'll lie for you. Yeah. They didn't come to my house. You know, stuff like that. But you don't really know what a friend is because a friend pushes you to your destiny.
Right.
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Notice what Jesus called Judas. He called him friend.
Yes.
You taking me to my destiny.
Right.
Are you listening?
Yes.
You don't really know what a friend is until they stop you and check you.
Right.
If you ain't got nobody in your circle that tell you what you ought not be doing, you ain't got a friend. Come on. You got an accomplice.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
You got somebody trying to sabotage your future,
Exactly.
but you ain't got a friend.
That's right. So true. Teach. Teach.
You don't have a friend that tell you, just give me the clothes today. And then tomorrow I'll give them back till you put them on. Because you know, sometimes you check them bags.
Right.
Because they'll change, they transform. Between home and school. You say, where that skirt come from? Then where the rest of it? No, listen, that's not a friend.
Right.
That's somebody willing to help you. Now see, here's the problem. You seem to think people you have a good time with is your friend. If you don't know what a real friend is, you're going to mess up. I guarantee you.
Yes.
If you don't know what a real friend is, you're going to get in some trouble.
Yes. Right.
Let me tell you this. Where I come from, what we call friends is totally different today. My kids are not in that lifestyle. They're not in that vein, in that movement. But what I used to call a friend back then, man, let me tell you something, was nothing but a pure accomplice to destroy. The kid, we represented the devil. Talking about some loyalty and all that other stuff. Now the loyalty I had in the streets, what some church folks show today would get you killed. We need that up. So I can't mess up what I know to be an enemy as a friend. If you start getting them confused, your future's messed up. Especially when it's the opposite sex. I knew that'd get quiet. The adults act like I'm talking to them. I was talking to you till I saw your face. Now I'm really talking. Especially when it's the opposite sex. And you start thinking that you're building something. But you, listen to me, how you gonna build a house on air?
Right.
To build any type of strong relationship, somebody need income, stability, a future. Yes. They might as well tell the truth. Talking about we in love. Or then make this chest up in the air. Because you ain't got no foundation.
Right.
We need that long. I don't want to get my YouTube mad. One of the things that's stumbling blocks is starting to think there's more fun outside of school than there is school. And start making you think, I don't want to be in school. And I don't want to do this. And you start thinking you know what's best. And the reason you start thinking that is because the environment you hang around.
Exactly.
And listen, let me tell you this. There is a reason why your parents don't want you around certain people.
So true. That's right.
Now, nobody can come into my home and socialize with my kids. Now, they might sneak them in, but if I find out, come on now, ain't nobody coming in. If you are about nothing, you don't belong here.
That's right. That's right.
My kids, now some of y'all too scared to tell the truth to people. It's perfectly all right to tell somebody, no, my child can't play with your child.
That's right.
Some of y'all say, no, that hurt people's feelings. I'd rather hurt your feelings Come on now. Then my son go to jail.
Say that. Amen. That's right. Amen.
And that, now people come up here with their bad tail child. And tell us, I want them to spend more time with your child so your child can be a positive influence. No. They need to spend more time with me.
Yes. Yes.
Not my child.
That's right.
Sit your butt down in this kitchen, let me rap to you. No, come on now. Because my child may not be a good teacher. Obviously they're a good student. But I don't know if they can teach yet.
That's right.
I'm the teacher. Sit their butt down.
Yes.
You want me to help your child? I'm going to bust him in the mouth the first time he says something smart. What you say? Come on now. See, you want your child to be like my child, but you don't want me to put my hands on him. But I don't know, I without an elbow. Talking about some time out. Time out. Time out was like the Holy Ghost when I was coming up. I wish I could get a time out. Child, be over in that corner telling God, thank you. I thank you for this crack right here. I thank you for that hole. Oh, God, you good to me. Ain't no time out. Your mama be on the phone. She'd be on the phone. At that time, they had big old phones, you understand? They could put it on anything. You had a shoulder thing. Hold on a second. Go get that station. Boy, they could have came out with time out when I was a kid. I know I'd be in jail. I know I'd be in jail. All of them get is time out. Some time out. You get some time out.
No, that's right.
So listen, you got to get to the place that I got to know I don't know everything. I got to be willing to be taught. The sooner you reach the place of arrogance and unteachable, you stop growing. You plateau. I was talking to a parent, and I don't know if he said his daughter or his son wasn't going to do nothing. And they wasn't going, and I told him, I said, well, my kids got three options. They either going to college, they're going into the military, or they're going to take up a trade. That's it. But now you got to work where you got to work. Don't get crazy. Wherever you working, I don't know where you work. Right. But working at McDonald's ain't an option. Right. That ain't going nowhere. That's right. So I'm waiting to get myself together. Well, why are you getting yourself together? All right? At your housewarming party. Come on now. Yeah. You understand? Because you can't live here and you ain't building yourself.
That's right.
Some of y'all look like, nah, my baby gonna stay with me. You had that terror right there. See, if you don't allow your parents to build the world around you that will better you. Now granted, we may get some things wrong. But you cannot tell me you have a parent that attend this ministry that doing things on purpose to hinder your growth. Every decision they make is for your good. Let me get ready to go. I said y'all saying they're playing with my clock now. One of the stumbling blocks is the need of approval from other people. When people don't matter, we don't need their approval. That's right. This is what my daughter taught me in regards to peer pressure. It's not someone trying to tell you to do something, but it's someone that there are a circle of people that you want to be included in. When you want to be included in that circle, then you get to the place that I'm willing to do whatever needs to be done so I can be a part of that circle. I don't curse like that, but I'm willing to, because I want to be accepted. I don't normally dress like that, but I'm willing to adjust because I want to be a part of this circle. I don't usually sit on a boy's lap. I really feel uncomfortable. But because everybody else is doing it, and I want to be in that circle, I'm willing to do it. No. You got to be ready to say, when people don't matter, I don't need your approval. That's right. You cannot fight for the approval of other people. Right. Here's something that's a big stumbling block for my young people, and you adults need to pay attention to. Being an excuse giver. Every time you come up short, you got an excuse on why you did bad. You got an excuse why the test messed up. And when he taught one thing and then tested us on something else. You's a liar. Come on now. Everybody else in the class did well. You the only one. He changed the. Come on. He was talking about the roofs, and the shingles, and then he gonna test us on the foundation. You say he did that, huh?
Right.
So now, he didn't teach nothing that was maybe 1 or 2 questions.
Right.
Okay, so now it was 21 questions? Yeah. You got 2 right. The 2 he taught. Yeah? Now, you wouldn't mind telling me how the other kids in the class got 90s and 100s, and they must have had a little extra class somewhere. Because he showed up. No. There's always an excuse to explain why you in trouble. All I did. Anytime you got to start with all I did, you did something wrong. Yeah, the school called. What's going on? All I said. You're always trying to make yourself the victim. You're never strong enough to overcome people saying and doing things to you that you don't like. Well, he threw it at me, so I threw it back at him. Now, who did the teacher catch? Well, she only caught me, but there's nobody. Hey, no, you need to understand that I can't act a fool. Because when people, let's just be honest, when people doing some things to you in school, it's because you welcomed it. Y'all buddies, y'all play like that. Now all of a sudden they're your enemy. Y'all been doing that in class for all week long. Friday you got caught. This girl gonna take my jacket and threw it off. You took her jacket Tuesday. You took her jacket Wednesday. You took her jacket Thursday. Friday she took your jacket. Now you want to fight. No, there's something more to this story. You can't keep making excuses for your failure. You can't keep making excuses on why you keep getting a C and a D. You can't keep making excuses. There's something you're coming up short in. Your job right now is to get good grades. What does good grades mean? I'm consistent. I'm teachable. I know how to listen. These are not, listen, I don't care what he's teaching. I got to use my skills to absorb what he's saying, what he's doing, and show him I'm not an idiot. I don't need to learn this. I'm not going to ever use this in life. You're right. Because math is not about numbers. It's about problem solving. Do you understand that? You know, most people sit there and think, as long as I got an excuse, I'm okay. Ain't nothing wrong if I got an excuse. As long as you got an excuse, you got a reason that you'll be nothing. Look around, because somebody in here might be the one hiring you with your F's and D's and C's and.
So true.
You can't keep getting bad grades, then get your report card, and you're surprised. That's how life's gonna be. You keep making bad decisions, then you're 25 and you ain't nothing, and you're going, how did I get here? I should be further along. No, you're right where you need to be, knowing it all. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You ain't supposed to be nowhere else but right there. So I gotta get to the place that I'm not going to be unteachable. I'm not going to keep making excuses. And here's the other thing. You lack self-motivation. You can't keep looking for somebody to pat you on the back. A lot of adults got that problem.
That's true.
Once you know who you are, you don't need everybody patting you in the back to tell you you're doing good. You're not doing good just for your mama to be like, oh, that's my baby. This your future. And you got to have a future. Because it ain't here. So you got to build something. I can't keep sitting around and keep talking about, but nobody never celebrate me when I'm doing something good. Well, what you do good? What you supposed to? When I brush my teeth, nobody said nothing about it. You're supposed to brush your teeth. You're supposed to do your homework. Come on now. You're supposed to take care of your kids. I just had to jump over the screen. I understand why parents think they ought to be highly celebrated. Come on now. Hey, nobody get nothing. You mean nothing for Mother's Day? What, you don't become a mother because you want something on Mother's Day. If you get it, good. But if you don't, Don't be sobbing. Walking around the house, yelling at the kids.
Right.
Talking about what they daddy. Oh, you look like her. What you say, mommy? No. Come on now. You supposed to do your kids, ain't it?
Right.
Yeah, but he's supposed to help. And you supposed to make a better decision, right?
Right.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna stay on it too long. If you keep making excuses on why you need to be motivated, why you need to be celebrated, guess what? There will be a period of time you're going to give your all because you feel like I'm not being appreciated. Man, let me tell you something. We're never going to be fully appreciated to our satisfaction.
Right.
We do our job and we do it well.
Right.
We call to take care of our wives and our children. You know, wives meaning all wives together, not. You understand? Oh, you baby got excited. Me too. Oh, you baby are shocked. We gotta take care of our wife. We gotta take care of our children. That's what we do. It don't matter whether it's rain, sleet, or snow. We gotta take care of them. You're not a man if you can't take care of your children. You're not a man if you're not taking care of your wife. I'll go a little bit further. You ain't much of a man if you ain't open the door. Amen. Come on. You ain't too much of a man if she don't feel safe around you. I know you don't like that, but you can't whoop it. So every time when we do our job, what we're supposed to do, and we want to be celebrated, men, then we look at our children, going, well, why they want to be celebrated? Because you always want to be celebrated. Right. Do your job, stick your chest out and say, I'm the man that don't nobody say it. Come on. Come on. I come in from work, nobody asked me how was my day. No, listen to me. Listen, we really don't care how your day was. You understand? We glad to see you. Hi. Okay? But we got another day to prepare for. Okay? So come on in and eat. Get ready for tomorrow. Because I got a trip you got to pay for. Come on now. Listen to me. My kid, I know my kids appreciate me, but I will say something if I feel like they've tilted the scale too much. Which I don't say them too much. But I don't have a problem telling them this. Hey, whoa, wait a minute now. Hold up. Don't be acting like this. Just, you know, I'm just here. No. I think it was one time, I don't know if it was my birthday or something happened. And all they said was happy birthday or something like that. I said, no, y'all could have put a card together or something. You gonna say something? Come on, man. You gonna say something? You ain't gonna just, I'll say something. But long term throughout the year, I ain't got time for you to keep patting me on the back. I'm going to work, brother. You said, Dad, I appreciate you working 20 hours a day. I really do. You don't have to say that to me. No. Dad, I appreciate every book I ever needed. You got it for me. Dad, I appreciate the sneakers I wanted. You got it. Dad, I appreciate that. You gotta say all that. That's my job. Amen. My wife ain't got to sit there. You know, I make jokes about it. But she ain't got to tell me thank you every time she pop the lights on. I make jokes about it. She always talking about, I always like, oh, well, I guess you don't even want to be married because you're walking around here, you ain't said nothing to me. You ain't said, she be like, and you ain't did nothing to me neither. I say, hold on one second. I go to the light switch, I say, I go out in the garage and I say, honey, that Range Rover's still here. The Range Rover, anything come get it. So now, when as soon as I get up to say something, she said, yeah, I know you paid the night bill. I know you paid. Yeah, you gonna do more than that, though. We do what we do. Young people, you go to school, you get a good grade. That's what you're supposed to do. And there's nothing worse. I mean, when you see your mother snap, like really go off on you when you come home with an F, is because when you know they B ain't material. B is if they went to sleep late the night before and didn't do well. But this is an A student. I'm not tolerating no A, no D's and C's when I got an A student. That's right. Now, I don't recommend y'all do that because you can go to jail now. My son came home, he was doing math homework, and I was helping him with his math. And he was a little kid, and I knew he was smart. And he sat there, and I said, okay, I said, we do the sticks. I said, okay, so 2 plus 4. I said, we're going to count the sticks, right? And we add them together in this order. I said, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I said, okay, so 2 plus 4 is what? 13? No, boy. No. That's not what it is. So we sat there and we did it. So after a while, I figured, okay, so you want to just call a brain relapse. Hold tight 1 second. I went and got me a ruler, right? So I said, now 2 plus 4 is what? He said, 9. Hold your hand out. Now I know y'all don't like that. Y'all ready to send me to jail. I said, now, you got the sticks. 2 plus 4. You add them together is your answer. He tried me again. 10. Hold your hand out. After that, said 2 plus 4 is what? 6. What you doing? 6. No, let me tell you something. See, y'all be embracing them alphabets.
Right.
I had alphabets too. They just didn't know what they was. My mama had a prescription for that. They wanted to give my son medicine. Talking about he a little hype. He what? What you said now? He a little hype. I got the remedy. No, you know the old folks got remedies for stuff when you're coughing and stuff like that. But you want to act a fool in class? I got the remedy. He's a little hyper, and he all in class. Let me get my medicine. I give him something. I give him a little medicine. He come to class. He said he cured. Yeah, ain't gonna heal. He's a waymaker. He's a wheel in the middle of the wheel. That's what we're called to do. Is for you to do what's right, do what's good. Let me get a couple more things, and then I'll be done. The more you give time and energy to people that don't matter, the more your life will develop into something that doesn't matter. The more attention, time, and energy you give the people. Listen to me, even the adults here. If you have people in your life that don't matter. Now, what does don't matter mean? How do we define that? Meaning they are not needed when you go to the next level. They're not, now, we don't disrespect them. We're not mean to them. But you're not needed for me to have a good life, a better life. They don't matter, which means we got to cut off the impact they have on us. I don't want to hear you crying again about people that don't matter. Are you listening to me? And you need a friend in your life that's going to tell you, my man, they really don't matter. All right? So you got to make sure I don't invest in time. Listen to this. I want you to get this. The devil is trying to persuade you that the things that don't matter mean more and is more important to you than the things that the things that do matter. And your focus gets shifted. The moment you start giving your focus to people that don't matter, your focus now will be on things that don't matter. Where your focus is a clear indication of where you're going to be. If you're focused on, I got to dress a certain way to be accepted in a certain group, guess what you're going to be all about? Getting clothes. Now, you may not believe this, but then you're going to start tapping into whatever I got to do to get them clothes. And you'll be 35 years old, sleeping with men, trying to get some clothes. Looking for what a man can give me and for materialism instead of how good a man can treat me. Come on. Clothes don't define you. Do you hear me? That's right. Clothes don't define you. If you got them wearing, if you don't, then it don't define you. That's right. It's nice, everybody wants nice clothes. But it don't define you. Amen. That's right. Let me get to this. Now here's the last one. Preserve the foundation where you are building, while you're building your future. Your parents and your guardians, those that have had great influence, positive influence in your life, always influence you to do what's right, must be protected by your love and never attacked by your disagreement or your anger. Were y'all paying me any attention? Let me bring it to short, because you know your attention span getting shorter when we talking up here. Never attack what made you what you are. Amen. Amen. And whoever has influenced you to be great need to be protected by your love.
Yes.
And you should never want to harm them because of your disagreement or your anger.
Come on, man. Come on.
Are you listening?
Come on. Come on.
I shared the other Sunday. You can't be talking about the shingles of a house unless that house got a foundation.
Yes.
Your parents is your foundation. Granted, I mean, again, we may not know everything. We may not be as liberal as some others. But one thing is for certain, I am helping you to be at the best you can be. I don't want my son to be like me. I want him to be his own person. I want him to have his own character. I want my girls to be, they already said they ain't gonna be like your mom. Brady said, I'm not going to school, I'm not going to law school, and do all this to be at home, take care of some man. She said, I ain't doing it. No, that's true. I mean, come on. Now you got some women out here saying, nothing wrong with that. Now, child, I'll sit down. If he got that money, I got the chair. No, listen to me. But what they don't understand is, it was the only reason they got a life like that was because they had a mother that only took jobs that allowed them to put them on the school bus and was there to get them off the school bus. Amen. You understand that? So now her being a lawyer is all because her mama chose to be a housewife. That's why I don't understand why women feel like they are undervalued because they're housewives. Then you be sitting around thinking that my parents is square. Well, that square block is your foundation. Amen. Are you listening to me? A foundation is known for its strength, not for its design.
That's true.
Y'all looking at the design of the house, you need to make sure you always respectful to the foundation. You never have a friend that will lure you to a place being disrespectful to your foundation. Well, you know me, your mom too hard. Anybody that you connected to that talk negative about your mama and her rule, you got to cut off now. And you know, warm up, you can't listen. You need to text him right now. Don't ever talk to me again.
Right.
That's it. See, here's the thing. You don't really, and I know you appreciate your parents, but you don't understand the struggle. And you know, the gotta make it happen for my child mentality. Especially if things is not as wonderful as they would like it to be financially. You cannot sit and think for 1 second that your parents got it as easy as they trying to make it seem.
Right.
Man, you got to be, listen, you're not going to see it until you get older, and then by then you've said so many dumb things. We don't never do nothing. We don't, and now here you, I just broke my penny jar, literally, to keep the lights on. And now here you talking about, we don't never go out to eat. Girl, you better be glad we eat. There's so many struggles. You know, one of the things, you know, my mother had to endure was my father was an alcoholic. And my mom had to endure having a man in the house that wasn't paying rent. She didn't know nothing about it until the landlord came and said, Jimmy hasn't paid rent in so many months. And we want to know what you want to do. Oh my God, my mother was hysterical. She just didn't know what to do, where we going to live, where I'm going to take my kids, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Then to see my mother every day, get up, go to work. She used to be a homemaid. That's how she started, as a homemaid. And she'd take that 44 bus right there on Ocean Avenue, all the way up, and she'd come back, the 44 coming down Bedford Avenue. Y'all know about Brooklyn. She'd take that 44 bus coming on Bedford, and she'd walk down that long block every day, making these little peanuts, trying to provide for us. I remember the days, and this is what bothers me, now that I mean, money's not a problem for me. It's a problem if you want something. But money's not a problem for me. And to have what I have now, and not have my mother to enjoy it. My mother taught me how to save. You can't beat me in saving. I'm telling you, you can't. I'm telling you what. Show me your budget. I'm telling you, I can find the extra $100.
Yes.
My mother taught me that. My mother taught me how to shop. My wife came up from Georgia. She ain't know nothing about buying stuff by the pound. She looked at the final price. My mama taught me, no, you look, don't look at that number. How much is it a pound? My mama taught me that. My mama taught me how to cook. First thing my mother taught me how to make was grilled cheese. Then she taught me how to fry chicken wings. But when we was coming up, all it was salt and pepper on chicken. Now it's everything on there. To see my mother in that struggle and in that vein, everything I am now was because I had a mother that wasn't as educated, that wasn't as stylish, but has a major role in who I am now.
Yeah.
The man my wife enjoyed is because of my mom.
That's true. Amen. Amen.
Now I can cook.
Yeah.
I don't cook as much as I like, but I can cook.
Amen.
I cook better than some of y'all, that's for sure. I can get down.
Yeah.
You better not give me a smoker.
No.
Jesus Christ. God been good to me too. God been good to me. God been good to me. My son, how am I, my son? Thank you, Lord. My son came home from college. He said, I don't eat pork no more. I said, glory to God. More ribs for me. What are you doing? What are you doing? God said, but I ain't through with you yet, son. My wife said, I'm going on a no meat eating diet. I said, God. God, I'm in love now. She don't eat meat. He don't eat pork. You see that bacon, you got to fight for it. You understand? You know what I mean? You don't want to be grabbing the last piece. But if it hang around long enough, you can get it. Now he don't eat the bacon. Good God. I can take my time. You know what I'm saying? When you got them kids, you gotta eat fast. You know what I'm saying? Them kids grabbing sausage or bacon, everything. Then be looking at your pancake, but you can't finish a pancake. You ain't got no meat to go with it. What am I gonna do with this? You don't want to take all you want, put it on the plate. That don't look right. So you take one sausage at a time, one piece of bacon at a time. But them kids be chewing too goddamn hard. I don't even think they chewed it. And you see the bacon disappear. You see the sausage disappear. And you say, well, I've been late for this, man. You get that far, you still coming late. But I ain't got to do that no more. He come and say, you don't eat pork. I said, that's the Lord. Let the Lord use you, son. When God working on you, you let God work. Yeah. My wife on this diet, I know, but that I feel the spirit. I hear, I hear the spirit say something about a lifetime. The spirit said a lifetime. Well, I'm telling you, ain't nothing like that. You gotta get the rush and get that extra piece of meat. I had this problem. We just be one piece of meat left. I don't want to take it. She don't want to take it. And then by the time somebody decides to take it, they ain't hungry no more. Now I ain't got that problem. Thank you. We know where that's going. And every once in a while she try to come off the diet, but I'm her coach. I'm her coach. I'm here for you, baby. What you doing? What you doing? And if you ain't eating meat, you don't need none of this other stuff. She had that apple pie. You don't need no. Because if the spirit don't want you eating meat, surely he don't want you eating apple pie with vanilla ice cream. John, I'm here for you. I'm here for you because I am. Listen, there's a struggle in just providing for our children and giving them the best life. Children, understand this. You have parents that love you more than they love themselves. I really, honest to God, don't believe there's one parent in here that would have for themselves and not for their children.
Amen.
I don't see that. I don't see it. I see parents that will give extra toward their children.
Yes.
And then don't eat lunch, talk about I ain't hungry. It don't matter whether you was hungry or not. You done gave that money for the trip.
Right.
Now they on the trip acting a fool. Come on, man. Giving you things you don't need, but we know you will enjoy it. You don't need a phone.
Right.
I know where you at. You at school.
Right.
And from school, you coming home.
Right.
But I'm willing to pay this money every month just so that you can have a phone, you can have a cell phone. Come on, we give our kids more than what they really need. Come on now.
Amen.
They don't have to have a meat with the meal. That's a luxury. I seen my mother put together a meal with neck bones. Y'all heard my testimony? Them neck bones. When Chastity was coming up, she was doing pretty good. My stepfather took good care of my mother, real good care of her. And but my mom would make this soup. She'd take everything out the cupboard and put it in the pot. And she'd get neck bones. And it ain't like neck bones we get today. Neck bones, they got meat on them. No, I'm serious. And you smoke neck bones, all that stuff. Oh man, good stuff. We didn't have that when I was a kid. It was 98% bone. And it was like a puzzle. A treasure map. You had to find the meat somewhere in that bone. I learned. And no, this is the God's honest truth. Sometimes we will go days with nothing but cornbread and bones. They usually had tomato sauce, whatever we can get from behind the school. It's a school called Tabernacle. I used to go there, elementary school, and they used to give away food and stuff. So whatever, you know what I mean? Come on now. I'm from the age, the peanut butter, you had to put it before we had microwave. You had to put it on the stove a little while. Oh, got me cussing. Oh, got me cussing, boy. That would be in the silver can. I don't know what they got in there. That would be in the silver can. You open that thing up, you understand? And man, that stuff be so hard, so that you'll break a spoon trying to get that thing. You can forget using a butter knife. No. You got to use one of them hard cook spoons. Scoop it out, put it in the pot. Let it cook down, let it get a little salt. And you better hurry up and spread that thing again. Because it's going to get back hard. It'll get back hard. And you're going to get it too. You're going to get it too. You lucky we got guests today. Now, I'm telling you, listen, you don't know nothing about no macaroni and cheese. Because the best macaroni and cheese was made with government cheese. But them Negroes were selling the cheese. And they started. They used to sell blocks of cheese. $5. Lord have mercy. Big old block of cheese. And I used to cut that cheese, make me some grilled cheese. Man, that cheese, man, that thing was all right. I come from the era you didn't throw away bread that had a little mold in it. You pull it off. Come on now. You take that mold off, the rest of the bread is fine. My son would go in the refrigerator, find something with mold on it, say, Dad, we need a new refrigerator. Everything is bad. The refrigerator, everything in it. No, man, that bread, you know when that bread, get a little mold on it, you take that little mold off, throw it away. Come on now. Bless it. Look at some of y'all looking like, no. You're not supposed to eat that. I turned out pretty good, huh? And it could have affected my brain cells a little bit. But for the most part, I'm okay. All of that was my foundation. All that. Now my wife will tell you, now I'll buy any meat I want. Any meat I want. But I bet you I won't waste it. You ain't wasting nothing now. And I'm telling you, come to my house, you have just about anything you want. Now there's some things that I do that I wouldn't push on you or anything else, but it's part of how my mom made me. All these bottled waters and stuff, take a sip, leave it. Then your friends come over, get a bottle of water, take it. I don't care that it costs $1.99 for 5 cases. Come on now. You write your name on it. Everybody that get water, write your name on the bottle. All these bottles of water coming in, and they just act like it's just water. Listen, don't get cussed out. Get cussed out. You put the food on your plate, and then you gonna sit there and act like it's gonna just disappear. No. That don't go in the garbage.
right.
That going to bowl.
For later.
And you going to eat that later.
That's right.
I wish I would catch you telling me something, I don't want that. Well, yes, you do. You want what you had in your plate. Then nobody tell you to get it. Your foundation you can't deny.
Amen.
Your foundation you can't deny. I want you to allow God to make you great.
Amen.
You're not too young for God to make you great.
That's right.
Do you hear me? Do you know how old David was when he killed Goliath? He was a teenager.
Yes.
A teenager. He said, what do I get if it's argued that he was 16 to 17 years old. And they asked, what do I get if I slay the devil? Say you get the king's daughter and you don't have to pay no taxes. I would have traded the queen's daughter and got two times not paying taxes. So he got the king's daughter, probably the ugliest one. And David said, well, thank you. Moved on. 17 years old, killing giants. You know how old Joseph was when he had his dream? 17. You know how old he was when he was running Potiphar's house? 19 years old. 19. Every once in a while I look at my kids and I get to read an article. Kid graduating from college, 11 years old. I said, what's wrong with y'all? Why are you slow? They got kids graduating from college 11. And you 16, you still in high school. No, don't underestimate what God wants to do in you and through you. There is greatness in store for you. But you got to allow God to give you everything you need. You got to respect what you don't agree with. Because it's part of your identity. It's part of, listen, being respectful to a parent you think is wrong is a skill you will need in corporate America.
That's right. Yes.
There is an idiot with the corner office that don't know nothing, and they're going to be your boss. They also work upstairs. Now he comes in with his retarded self, telling you what to do. And you got to now listen to someone that you say, I'm trained for this. This is part of my foundation. I believe God will do great things in your life. Let's pray. Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for your people.